Our movie project is on Home Alone 2, Lost in New York by Adam, Ane, Anish, and Liam. Our scene is when Marv gets electrocuted. For our knowns, we could figure out how long he was electrocuted simply because we knew that the video was shot at 24 frames per second. For our unknowns, we didn't know the total resistance or power, and we didn't know which welder was used.
So for the welder that he used, we were able to use this clip right here on the left and reverse image search it to find that that the welder used was the Lincoln Electric AC/DC stick welder, and we confirmed it from the image on the right, which we found at an auction site, and we confirmed it through these yellow highlights. So here's the store page for it. It has a range of 30 to 125 amps for the DC setting and 40 to 225 amps for AC, and a maximum voltage of 225 volts. This is a CC type welder, meaning it's constant current. So whichever current is set to, the outputted amps will remain constant. So using this reference clip on the left, we found that it's set to AC, and for the first part of the electrocution, it's set to 40 amps, and then for the last part, it's set to 90 amps.
So on the left, we can see that the circuit isn't complete before Marv grabs the knob, so there's no flow of current. But on the right, after he does, he completes the circuit, so current flows through his body. And then to approximate the information about the sink, we were able to find the welder width from the website, and using that, we were able to approximate the width of the iron clip at the bottom. And using that, we were able to approximate the distance from the clip, the distance from the end of the clip to the end of the knob, which would be the length in the formula. And we were also able to find the diameter of the knobs, and using the diameter, we could find the cross-sectional area. And then to find resistance, we knew that he touched the sink with his fingers exposed, and we had information about the resistance of the human body. And so the total resistance is the resistance of the contact points plus the internal body resistance plus the resistance of the faucet handles, and that comes out to be approximately 100,300 ohms.
Okay. For the power calculations, we can see that in the first stage, there were 8.3 seconds, and same with the second stage, for the 40 amps and 90 amps respectively. And we calculated for power because power tells us how much energy is transferred over time, which tells us basically how much damage is done. So we converted the Ohm's law equation and we substituted that into the power equation. So we did I squared times R, and we got for the first one that the power is 160,480,000 watts, and the joules or energy transferred is 1,336,000,000 around. And for the second one, it was 812 million watts, and the joules transferred was 6,767,000,000 around. Next. Yeah. The main causes for the thing that caused the injury was the voltage, because the voltage is able to go and cause the current, while the current actually causes the damage, and the time increases the damage that's done to the actual person. And power shows this with the change in energy over time. And other factors to consider are that the electricity travels through the most direct path, which goes through Marv's arms, heart, and chest. And we can see from the chart, as well as like our sources, that 5 amps is enough to go and cause tissue burning, and 6 to 20 amps of current are passed to a person sitting in an electric chair. So this means that Marv is enduring more than double or quadruple the amount of current in an electric chair, so he'll fry on the inside. And the conclusion is that the power that Marv endures when the current is at 90 amps is roughly equivalent to like getting struck by lightning over like 5 times during 8 seconds. So in conclusion, Marv is dead, and Kevin would go to jail for first-degree murder because he planned the whole thing and killed him brutally.